Grade 5 English, Unit 1, page 14. This is about an international student. The learning objective, what you're trying to understand, is about the style and clarity and organisation of a piece of writing. You have a word cloud here, words that you need to know and understand. We have country. Well, you live in Cambodia. Cambodia is a country. Your culture means the way people do things inside a country, what their religion's like, how they treat people at weddings and at funerals when somebody's died, that kind of thing. Customs, what people do as traditions. Geography, that means talking about the mountains and the rivers of Cambodia and the fields. International, well, if you go outside of Cambodia, you go to Thailand or Vietnam, that's making an international journey. To do that, you need to take a little book with you called a passport. The passport is your book that says who you are, and it gives you permission to leave this country and go to a different country and then come back. It's a way of checking up to make sure that the right people are in the right country. A presentation. While I'm doing a presentation, I'm talking to you about what's inside this book. Now, this is about home country. It's an interview with a student from the International School of Beijing. It's about this boy named Hunter Emig, I think that's how you pronounce that, I don't really know. So anyway, he's in this school in China. You read this, learn about him, and then go to the comprehension and answer the questions. So, it says, use words and phrases from the extract to support your answers. Draw circles around the correct answers. And then you can show here a sentence from this story that proves that your answers are correct. Do the same thing here. Which statement best describes the text? Answer the questions. B, what do you think? Answer the questions. And then last thing, what about you? You're supposed to write an interview about your life or school, whichever one you wish, or both, doesn't really matter. And you can use the extract to give you ideas about what kind of questions you would have somebody asking you. So when you come back to school, you'll have an interview chart, an interview sheet in your notebook, which is a list of questions that you want me to ask you, and then you can give answers just like the student in this story did. Page 16, grammar and punctuation. We're looking at pronouns. The objective is to understand the use of pronouns, making clear to what or whom they refer. Examples: I, me, my, we, our, you, your, he, her, he, him, it, they, their, and them. You use those words to replace names. So here we have the non-fictional extract, home country, what's it like, uses a lot of different pronouns. Identify 6. So find pronouns in this story and write them here. Why do you think so many pronouns are used in the extract? Which one of these is the correct answer? You decide. The types of pronouns a writer uses can show what point of view the text is being written from. If it's being written from the first person, we use these pronouns. If it's written in second person, we use those pronouns. And if we use third person, then we use these pronouns. Now, B, look at the table above and answer the question. The non-fiction extract, home country, what's that, is written in the first person. Are the following sentences written in first, second, or third person? You need to give an answer for each of those questions. C, change these sentences from the person in which they are written to either the first or third person. So you need to decide which one of these things, which person this is written in, and then change it to either 1 first or third. Silent vowels. Identifying silent vowels in polysyllabic words. Now, a word which is polysyllabic means that it's got several syllables. So words like language and interested have silent vowels, vowels which are not pronounced. So we spell a word like this, but then when we say it, so it's interested, ested, but we say interested. The red E becomes silent, so it's interested. Now then, each of these words, the letter has been removed so that you understand the silent pronunciation. Vegetable. So the silent E goes in the word there. Vegetable. There's no E when we speak the word. And the same with these other words. So you can include those and understand that they are silent. You don't need them to say the word, but they are necessary for correct spelling. B. Find the silent or almost silent in the letters in the words below. Hour. So that's H-O-U-R, which you might think was pronounced hour, but it's hour. So which letters are silent? Talk, should, often, right, wrong. Which are the silent letters? Identify them. Put a circle around them. Choose 6 words from A and B that you find difficult and use each one in a sentence. Highlight the silent letter. In other words, use a highlighter or put a circle around the silent letter in each case to help you remember them. And that's the end of that. We've got a page in the workbook, making pronouns clear. Read the poem, Shoes by the Door, on the next page. That's on this page here. There's your poem. Underline 9 pronouns in the poem. Then copy them from the poem here. You've got the first one, I. And the noun, which is replaced by the pronoun, is the poet. So you find more words here which are pronouns and replace them with nouns. B. Change the underlying nouns or noun phrases into pronouns. So here, I usually play football after school, but today football was cancelled. And you've got a choice of words here that you can use to replace football. I usually play football after school, but today it was cancelled is an example. Do the other 4. Now, you've used 5 of the pronouns for these sentences, so cross them off. Now it says make your own sentences using the remaining 5 pronouns in the list. So you'll have 5 pronouns here, and you need to make 5 sentences using those words. Okay, that's the end of your classwork for today.